Good afternoon, Sir Roby. Are you one of Sir Jello's participants? I mean, students?
Ay, sorry, ma'am.
No, it's okay. Or are you going to do the demo teaching today? Because I think Sir Jello has confirmed that he'll do it today.
No, ma'am, I'm not going to. I
Okay.
thought we will have a class.
Ah, no. No, because we're done. And this is supposedly, that's why I think I titled this demo teaching. Yeah,
Oh,
because it's supposed to be for live demo teaching, and so far I think it's Sir Jello who has confirmed that he can
yes, ma'am.
and he's prepared today. But I'm asking, like, who are the students who will be his students for this afternoon?
Okay po, ma'am.
Yeah, please tell Sir Jello.
Yes po. Thank you
Okay.
po, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Good afternoon, Sir Nicasio. Are you one of Sir Jello's students?
I is it about the not
Yeah,
it,
this Zoom meeting is for the live demo teaching.
I thought
Yeah,
it's
so
for class.
no, we're actually done with all the lessons. So I would like you to maximize your time, rehearsing and improving your LP. So
I already submitted my
okay, so yeah, will you do it pre-recorded or live?
recorded phone.
Okay, yeah. So just yeah, maximize the time to revise it. Okay, thank
Yes.
you. Mhm. Yeah, good afternoon, sir. You're muted. Are you
Ah,
ready?
yes, ma'am. A bit
Yeah,
nervous, but
it's
I was
okay.
a bit
Relax. Mm-hmm.
I was a bit worried that the internet went away for exactly when I needed it.
Yeah, it's okay. So, who will be your participants?
They will be Amos,
Mm-hmm.
Nico, Angela, Joshua, and Jasper po. But I
Yeah,
think Jasper is sick po
yeah,
from
but the rest, they can enter the Zoom link
yes,
now.
yes, ma'am. I
Yeah,
just sent
please.
sent them the Zoom link po.
Okay, it's already there also in our,
Okay.
yeah, GC. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
ma'am.
yeah.
Oh,
Take your time. Breathe in, breathe out. Relax. Okay. I just read a message from Sir uh, Amos, right, earlier.
yeah.
Okay, so you will
We,
not be anymore using your third party
yes, ma'am.
link? Not
The
anymore.
the problem was that, ma'am, is that the animations were getting very weird.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's
Okay. So
I
I'll make
just
you okay, I'll make you the host now, okay?
okay, okay, ma'am.
And I think it's better if you don't see me, right?
Yes,
Because
ma'am.
I will just
It's okay.
yeah, I will stop my video. Okay, thank
Okay.
you.
Okay, ma'am. Let's just wait for the
Okay,
others.
try to navigate the features so
Oh, yes, ma'am.
I am certain because already the
I
wait.
where's there we go.
Okay, you're the host now.
There it is.
Just start when you're ready, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Mhm.
I'll just wait for the others to come in.
Yeah, sure.
I'll just be chatting my classmates.
Yeah, it's okay. Take your time. You're the only one who conduct your demo live today, so it's fine.
Okay. Hmm. None of them are responding, ma'am, but two are already here, from what I can tell.
Maybe they can unmute so you can hear them. Hi, Sir
Josh,
Joshua, Sir Amos, are you
Yes,
there?
Good
ma'am.
afternoon,
I'm
ma'am.
here po.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, good
We're just
afternoon.
standing by.
Yes, ma'am.
mm,
Thank
Okay,
you for
yeah,
the
please prepare your evaluation sheets, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you. Again, you are encouraged, I mean, the students are encouraged to turn on their video later, okay?
ah,
Yes, ma'am.
okay.
Yeah, I
I'm
discussed
eating
that.
at the moment. Sorry.
Okay. It's
I
okay,
just woke
thank
up po.
you. Oh, really?
Audience. Okay. There you go. think its lighting's pretty alright. Alright.
Sir Gab, do you have the account? Do you already have the account on your YouTube channel? So we can make it live
Account
there?
po, ma'am?
Yeah. How about your
Oh,
Yeah.
president?
Yeah.
Not
I.
yet? Yeah.
Jello
Oh
Mirador,
no.
ma'am.
So yeah. Wait.
Yeah,
I don't
and
have it.
then please make it live there so we already have this recorded.
Okay, ma'am. Wait.
Are you the one
I'll
recording
just
it on your
OBS.
computer?
I'll be recording it right now, ma'am.
Yeah,
Wait.
in your computer.
I
So
just.
maybe that will do instead of, doing it live on YouTube. Since you are already recording, Sir
Mhm.
Jello.
So I'll just
Mm-hmm.
record it, ma'am.
Yeah, on your PC and
Okay.
then simply upload it to your YouTube channel as a class.
Then. Okay, ma'am.
Okay,
All
thank you.
right. I'll just make sure it's recording fine. Okay. OBS Zoom meeting. There we go. And okay, yep, that screwed it up a bit. There we go. A bit of a glitch through the software, mom, but that's. Huh. Hmm. I'm actually having a bit of trouble recording it, mom. Wait,
Mm-hmm.
I
Or you
Yeah.
can simply select the options there, and then bottom
Yeah.
bottom
No.
part is live on YouTube. So and then use your class YouTube channel, the account. Do you already have one?
we do. I don't think we have, mom.
Okay, I think Miss Alea will still create one.
Okay. Uh,
She hasn't.
I think I'll just.
On my screen, ma'am, it says it's recording, ma'am, in the
Yeah,
Zoom. Yeah.
But
mine too.
that's.
Jello, make it live on YouTube. Ha.
Yeah,
Um.
but make it unlisted so
Okay.
the privacy is unlisted.
I think I'll just use my.
Your account. Yeah, if you have, go.
Why won't Radeon open? Okay, Radeon streaming. Okay, region YouTube.
Yeah, you
So,
may also allow me to record it.
oh, the others are still not here. That's sad.
Yeah, we're
Maybe
waiting
there's
for how many more? Two
two
more,
more.
right?
Two more, ma'am.
Okay,
Nico and Angelo.
okay.
Okay, delete that. Getting a bit hot here. Yes. It's not. Why is it not showing up? Hmm. Okay. All right. I'll just use Radeon then. It's not for it to work properly. Okay. Record. Microphone separate. Record microphone separate. Streaming. YouTube region. Okay. Edit scene. Edit scene one. So browser source. Nope, delete browser source. Why is it not working? Having a bit of technical difficulties here, ma'am. Hmm, it's weird. Usually works. Testing it out.
Jello, please allow our classmates to go in. They're
Oh, okay.
messaging yes in the group chat.
Okay, okay, okay. So we're just waiting for Angela.
Yes.
All right. Still can't get OBS to work properly, which is weird. Really works. Image slideshow. Would this work though? Nope.
Sir Jello, please make me your co-host. Thank you.
Oh, how would how's that, mom?
Find my
Okay,
name.
okay, okay.
Yeah,
I
okay.
got it, mom.
hmm Thank you.
Window capture, Zoom meeting. Huh, weird. It's not showing the slides. Huh. Hmm. What? Okay, there we go. Nope, nope. Never mind. Why are you not capturing the scene? If it's display capture, the whole screen is gonna get captured though. So that's not gonna properly work. Unless I can just region it. Okay, let's region that. Let's do it. I can't. What? Why are you not working? Okay. Hmm. Display capture would be wrong. That was Angela. Okay. A bit of proof here. Huh. If it's showing the slides right here, I'm actually having a bit of trouble on sharing it on YouTube or recording it actually. I'm
Okay.
not sure why.
Yeah, can you make me the host again? Yeah, I'll just be the one to make it live on YouTube.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Ma'am, would it be okay if we start without possibly the others,
Yeah,
ma'am?
it's okay. If it's fine, it's fine.
Okay, okay,
I'll make you my host now again, and make me
okay,
the co-host. Thank
okay.
you.
You're not a host. Make co-host. All right. Josh, Nico, open your cameras if you can. We'll
Yes.
Okay,
start.
once it start, I will also start the timer. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
20 minutes. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Um, if ever Angela pops up, we'll just add her and continue as is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Nico.
Good luck, sir.
Oh, okay, okay. There you are, Nico. All right. So. Okay, wait. Give me a few seconds, ma'am. Drink some water. And I think I'm gonna go. I think we're golden. All right. Three, two. Okay, ma'am. I think I'm ready to start now, and I'll just a bit. So, three, two, one. Good afternoon, class. Welcome to the electronic class. So today we're gonna talk about genre, or as the slide in front of us says, a discussion of genre and how it is determined and its importance. So let's get the day started and let's start it right. So, Amos Mendoza, can you please lead us with a prayer?
Okay, sir. Am I being heard?
Yes, you are.
If you're ready, guys, let us pray. Lord, we thank you for this day. We thank you for this opportunity to have a class like this. And we pray, Lord, to learn all that we are supposed to learn within the discussion and help us apply it in our future careers. In the name of Jesus, we pray. Amen.
Okay. Thank you, Amos. Because Angela isn't here, Joshua, can you please do the attendance for us?
Yes. So as the original plan today, sir, supposedly we are five attendees for your class, but since Jasper has his flu and Angela Mutok has intermittent internet connection, so we are the only three who are present for today.
Okay, understood. How is everyone? How was the weekend for them?
It was
Pretty
fine,
good.
sir.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Oh, that's
It's
that's good.
pretty good,
That's good.
sir.
That's good to
This
hear
is a chill
from.
week.
All right. That's good to hear. So, in today's agenda, we'll be discussing genre, and the targets for us today would be identify and determine the specific elements of a genre contributing to the theme of any literary piece through the discussion of your favorite stories. Second, categorize and evaluate the importance of each element in any literary piece to understand its genre and theme through describing your favorite stories. And C, formulate and integrate your values and comprehension of the literary piece to hone your creativity by either genre flipping your favorite stories or writing an alternate ending for it. Okay, so I think it's a bit obvious that we're going to talk about stories and their genres, or specifically your favorite stories. So let me ask, what's your favorite story, Amos?
Sir, my favorite story is Toy Story.
Oh, Toy Story. I love that movie. Joshua.
Sir, it's Rudyard Kipling's Jungle Book.
Oh, that's a very old anime. Well, I watched it as a kid back in the day. So, Nico, what about you?
Mine, sir, is from a video game. It's called Undertale.
Undertale. I think I've heard of that. An indie game, I think.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So like as always in our class, we'll be playing my favorite motivation, and that is what's on the slide. And then today's slide would be, why do you like that story? So um any volunteers? And as you know, if there are no volunteers, I'll be randomly picking you through a spin wheel application. So are there any volunteers to answer the question in front of us right now? Okay, Nico.
Hello, good afternoon, sir. Am I being heard loud and clear?
Yes, you are.
Okay, so my favorite story is Undertale. The reason why I like that story is because the way the characters are portrayed in the story, um, they contributed a lot to the story because of how they acted and um, how they presented their character to the protagonist. And aside from that, the way the story progresses, it played around the conventions of a typical role playing game story, and that's why I like that story very much.
Okay, that's nice to hear. Amos, I saw your hand going up earlier.
Yes, sir. I like the story I mentioned because it has a very deep relation to lessons in life. Yet it is presented in a very fun way because it is animated.
And through the use of toys rather than actual
Yes,
people.
yes, sir.
Okay, okay, that's nice. So I like your answers. Anybody else?
Yes, sir. I want to recite to.
Okay, okay. What's your favorite? Why do you like your
Uh,
favorite story?
I like Jungle Book the most because the fable itself represents the human nature through its wilderness in the jungle.
Okay, very a metaphor or some ways, or what's the proper term there? Now, anyways, let's move forward with the lesson. And for those who graciously um, volunteered or gave their answers, they will get a digital ticket as presented here for free food, and it will be redeemable either when we meet face to face or if you can't wait through delivery, and it will be valid until January 22. And uh, you can, at my expense, will give you about 450 pesos
Thank you,
for
sir.
expenses. Hope you enjoy that.
Yes,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
This is a one time thing for your life. Okay. So before we start, I the lesson proper, I'd like to ask just one question, and you can volunteer if you want, and I'll ask you the question. So yeah, any volunteers to answer a random question off the top of my head?
Uh,
Okay. Joshua. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I know it's not a volunteer, but I'd like to answer ask you a question. Do you think you were able to if do you think if you were to change the setting of a story that it would change the genre of the story?
Yeah. Yes, I think it will serve because the setting, as we know, is the one who is setting up. As the word itself, setting, it is the one who sets up the ambience and the what they call this, the atmosphere of a story.
Okay, okay. I like that answer. Thank you. So, okay, let's proceed to the one of the main questions of our lesson. That would be, what is genre or what is a genre? So, Nico, no. I think I've asked Nico a bit. So, Amos, what do you think is a genre?
I think, sir, genre is, I believe, sir, it is like the form
The
of
form.
either a film or a book, the form
Okay, okay.
or
Um,
its approach, sir.
okay. As I said earlier. Okay, Nico, what do you think is a genre then?
Um, Based on my own understanding, sir, I think a genre is the style of how a story is presented.
Okay. I think though those are valid answers. And well, let's go on to the meaning that I've put here. So, genre means a type of art, literature, or music, such as a book, a story in a book, movie, or TV show, that kind of thing. In modern times, anyway, is characterized by a specific form, content, or style. And in our specific intentions today, it would be literary genre, which is a category of literary technique, tone, content, and at sometimes length to indicate what kind of genre it is. So, from previous discussions that we had of the four major types of genre, that would be poetry, that composes of epics, narratives, romantic, lyric, such as odes, elegies, ballads, and songs, and drama. And the second type of genre is drama, being comedy, tragedy, things that you would associate with William Shakespeare. Sorry about that. And today we'll be focusing on prose or fiction, or what we typically associate with books, TV shows, movies, that kind of thing. Or even at the later stage, that would be video games, as Nico gave an example earlier. So, how is genre determined? Uh, Joshua, how do you think genre is determined usually? Because I
Um,
like your answer earlier.
in my personal experience, sir, I think it's in the introduction part because in the introduction part, it is where the setting was revealed. It is where the atmosphere was built, and that's it, sir.
Okay, okay. What about you, Amos? How do you think genre is determined?
I think genre can be determined through knowing the strengths and weaknesses of the characters, sir.
I see. Those are good answers. And Nico, what about you? Do you have anything to add?
I think, sir, well, on my own, I can determine a genre based on the commonly placed tropes around the story,
Okay, I
like
see.
how characters presented, like how events unfurl,
Okay,
like something like that.
I like that answer. I like that answer. Actually, all of you are actually right. The main elements of what we how we consider genre in the modern or conventional story is typically, as Pablo said, Joshua said, setting. The Amos said characters, and how Nico said narrative and style. And yes, all of these factors actually contribute to the genre, or what we typically this is what we call the genre equation. So you add all of these elements present, and you kind of determine the genre through that. So in the use of the genre equation, I've actually put two examples in front of us. So in the first example, Joshua, can you please read the first example?
Yes, sir. So Jack begins a rigorous training program just to say that he told her so. However, Susie really masters everything Jack throws at her. After about a week, Jack sees this and starts to admire her strength and fortitude. Jack makes the training less rigorous because he only trains her to get behind enemy lines, get back to the Allied lines, and how to mentally survive torture. By the end of the 3 weeks, they begin to fall in love with each other, and Jack feels he should accompany her, but his commands says that it's impossible.
Okay, so in the briefest amount of time, Joshua, what do you think this story is about, or what is its genre from what you have read?
It is being as what I hint that I have seen in the line. I think it's about a war.
Okay,
It's about action because of the allied lines and behind enemy lines and the survive torture and that kind of thing po.
okay, thank you. So comparing that to the next example would be Amos. Can you please read the next
Sure,
example?
sir. The time has arrived for Susie to go. The French underground has managed to get her a clerical job where she can do something traveling. Where she can do some traveling rather, including going to Normandy. Rather abruptly, Susie plans a trip to Normandy. She studies the land and is able to secretly catch a glimpse of German maps, showing where their military strength is and around Normandy. Susie rushes and gets the information off to the Allies before she is captured by the Germans. The Allies receive Susie's information, but they cannot help Susie. The Germans find her guilty of being a spy and she is executed.
Okay, from the briefest moments, what do you think the story is about?
Stories about Susie, sir. She is, I believe from the phrase I have read, she is an agent.
Hmm.
She is more of a scouting agent who scouts for the bases of the enemy,
Okay.
beyond the enemy lines, and then reports back to her allies.
Okay, thank you. So with the let's sum this up quickly. So these two examples actually have the same setting and generally have the same characters. While Jack is omitted on the second paragraph, we can tell that the story here presents Susie in World War II, or as from deduction, and yet they have completely different styles and narratives. This is how we see the genre equation work very well. Is that you may have same characters, same settings, but have totally completely different genres because of their narrative or their style. As the first example you would see, it's actually more of an action romance kind of deal, as Jack and Susie kind of fall in love with each other through the course of their training. While in the second example would be, yes, still a wartime story, but it's actually more of an espionage mystery thriller kind of thing, and as it deals with Susie becoming a spy for the Allied forces. And you can see the similarities in the genre equation and the differences in how each element would drastically change each story if you just change specific elements to it. And okay, now let's moving on. The typical subgenres. So I think everybody has read a book, watched a movie, or watched a TV show, or played a video game. So uh, let's give at least about two or one or two typical subgenres that we associate with when we're watching movies or TV shows, playing video games. That's such. Amos, can you give us an example for that?
I believe, sir, crime as a genre.
Okay. What about you, Joshua?
I think, sir, thriller and horror.
Okay. You, Nico. Nico, are you there? Can you hear? Can you hear us?
He's muted, sir.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Hilo. Oh, there. Nico,
What's the question again, sir? I didn't catch
typical
it.
subgenres that you are associated with or that you like.
My favorite subgenres are science fiction.
Science fiction. Okay. Actually, all that you gave are actually correct. That most of the typical subgenres are fantasy, horror, mystery, or crime. Sometimes it's kind of interchangeable whether it's mystery or crime. But yes, and then science fiction, thriller, and westerns. So these are the typical things that you would expect of subgenres in the prose or fiction line. So let's go on to why literary genre matters. So Amos, can you please read what's on the screen?
Why literary genres matter. It creates its own world, helping the author to communicate with the audience as he or she deploys or disrupts generic expectations and so creates a variety of effects. Genres appeal to writers because they give a structure and something to build on, while they offer audiences the pleasure of the familiar and ingenious diversion from it. The best writers take what they need from the traditional form and then innovate, leaving their own imprint on the genre and changing it for future writers and audiences.
Okay, so to make it a bit briefer for your other classmates, it kind of speaks about how literary genres or genres or subgenres are a tool for writers or readers for them to actually when they're reading or when they're writing, it's easier for them to actually know what they're going to expect in what they're reading. You're not gonna expect a long drawn out story in a poem or such as be scared when you're reading or writing comedy, that kind of thing. So those are and with those expectations, writers or readers are able to embed ideas to the text that they are exposed to and such an easier time to understand and easier time to digest what they are currently consuming or producing. Yes. So let's move forward to the next one. Function of genre to students. So Nico, can you please read the text in the screen?
Sure thing. Function of genre to students. For example, fiction and dramatic genres help students and writers learn and improve their communication skills. A poetic genre, on the other hand, enhances imaginative and emotional power of the readers. Non-fictional texts and essays help readers develop analytical and persuasive capabilities. However, the major function of genre is to establish a code of behavior between the writers and audience and keep the readers informed about the topics discussed or the themes presented.
Okay, as a student, Nico, do you agree with what you just read?
Yes, sir, because well, as a student, we tend to write a lot and we tend to read a lot. So
Okay.
when we encounter for example, a literary piece of fiction, when we read it and we know the genre, we have a groundwork of what to expect from the story and how to digest the story because we know the things that we are going to expect when we read that. So
Okay.
um, yeah, that's it, sir.
Does anybody else have anything to add on to what Nico just said? Okay. Any questions for the lesson at hand? Okay, so all right, let's move on to the activities. So activity time. So the first, well, we're gonna have do a few activities. The first activity that we're going to do is my favorite story is dot dot dot. So the instructions for these is that I will send you a link on the chat right now. As you can see, I'll send the chat link right now. And on the link provided, you will be given time to put your name and section on the very top of the form. And with each item presented, you will answer them honestly. And there are items that are not multiple choice, and you will you should give at least a sentence or two that satisfies the instruction. So expected questions would be the title of your favorite story. What is the medium of your favorite story? Whether that be book, TV show, video game. What is its genre? And in the form given that you should describe the setting, the characters, the narrative, and the style of the story. And sometimes, not all the time, but when you're actually describing the setting, the characters, narrative, the specifically working on the genre equation, the you tend to realize that the story kind of shifts in tone or in genre, and some just it doesn't happen all the time, but it could happen in cases like in the movie Get Out, or in the story 1984 by George Orwell, that becomes a more at the start it becomes a revolutionary type of story, but by the end it kind of becomes of a tragedy. And I can see that. So yeah, you should go on the link and let's do the activity. Okay. All right. Now that you've done the activity, I think that I'll check that later after the class, and let's move on to the grouped activity. I was hoping that all of you would be here, so the the uh, the splitting of the class would be much easier for us, because with only you being three, we have to make an adjustment of which one goes alone and which one goes as a pair. So which one of you wants to go solo for the group activities?
I think I'll take it, sir.
You'll take the so I like you, Pablo. That's good.
Joshua, sir.
Joshua, yes, yes, yes. I just got used to his what we call him sometimes in class. Okay, so because Joshua, you wanted to be an individual as a group, I'll be giving you the first task, and that is an unlikely combination. So let me just send you the link of the activity on the chat. All right.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So then I'll describe to you the instructions. So with the link given in the chat, the instructions for the unlikely combination is from the objectives, the genre flip activity. So in this scenario, you will get um, your favorite story, and just apply the genre equation to it, and you have to change one of the elements to it and see how it ultimately changes because you changed one of the elements. So the expected questions are: what is the style of the story? What is its genre from the onset? Describe the story in one or two paragraphs. Now you have to consider what element you want to change in the equation. Then after that, you have to tell what do you think the genre is now with the different elements, and describe the altered story in either one or two paragraphs. Do you understand, Josh? Okay, so right on to the second uh, the task of the second group. So I'll just quickly send the link for their document in Google Forms, and the instructions are: considering one of your one of because there are two of you, you have to think of what story you want to work on. So the story that you should work on is a movie that you like, but the ending is kind of debatable. You don't necessarily like it. You may want to change it, or you may want to defend it. So a possible outcome tasks you to either write an alternate story or defend the current ending of the story. Questions expected in that would be: what is a story? Okay, what is a story of all the members of the group like but hate the ending of? And if given the chance, would you change the ending? If yes, how would you change it? And if not, why not? You didn't like the ending, and why not change it? So there's a bit of a battle to how you would approach this scenario. It could be like with Wonder Woman in 2016. The movie, I generally think that everybody likes the movie itself, but the ending is a bit debatable. Or it could be a story like 1984, where the story goes a certain way by the end of it, and you aren't sure. It may be debatable how the ending go would be for you, how it would affect you, and you may want to change it. And the rubrics for this specific assignment would be embedded in the 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 form, but it will test what the content, the creativity, and the conventions that you use in altering the ending of the story. It would Both of these activities would be 30 points, and I hope the best for all of you in doing the activity. Okay, all right. So, good luck, everyone. Let's go. All right.
Thank you, sir.
Now that the activities are done, let's go forth with the evaluation. I'll be sending the link for the evaluation on the chat here, so it will be easy for all of you to go to the quiz. So on the quiz that we you will have on genre, it's the instructions are pretty simple. Provide the correct answer for each item given, and each item would actually be a synopsis of a famous story. And I think when once you read the synopsis, you'll go, oh, that's this story, and it'll be very obvious. But the key to this genre, to this quiz, is not necessarily giving the title of the synopsis, but giving the genre of the synopsis that you are reading, and it'll just be a few items, a few handful of items, and yes, that would be all. And I'll be collecting your scores later on. All right. So now that you're done with the quiz, let's and we've checked the answers. I out of 25 points, I want to ask your scores, and I'll be recording them.
Okay,
So
sir.
okay, let's go alphabetically. Uh, Adlawan, Nico, what is your score out of 25?
I got 23 right, sir.
What did you say?
23, sir.
23. That's good. Okay, and what about you, Amos?
25, sir.
26.
25, sir. 25.
I like your creativity. You even added a point onto yourself. Okay, okay.
Yes, sir.
Joshua, what will
I only
be
got
your score?
20, sir. 20 po.
20. Oh, that's commendable. By the way, if your classmates, it seems that your classmates aren't gonna follow up anymore. So please let them message me after this lesson or this class, and I'll provide them the links needed and what they would be doing for to recoup the points that they may have missed on in this class. Okay. So before we end the class, I'll
Okay.
begin.
Yeah.
I,
Excuse me, sir. Yeah, congratulations. Can we give that will do
okay.
Sir Jello? Yeah, can we give clap reaction to Sir Jello?
Okay. But
Yeah,
I'm not done, mom.
congratulations. Yeah. Yeah, but I actually just allowed you to continue, but it's already
Oh,
time. But
okay.
don't
I'm sorry.
worry, already applied the time limit, but since
Okay.
you're the only, teacher to demonstrate today, I just allowed you to continue. But
Okay.
yeah, I still
Okay.
had my
Okay.
timer. Okay.
Okay.
Let's have our post con, even with your classmates present, so they
Okay.
may gain some. Is it okay?
Uh,
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. What do
Yes,
you
ma'am.
like? The the highlights or the things to improve? What should I mention first? Sir
Much
Jello.
better for
have
both.
you
You decide. Okay, Sir Joshua.
your pick first?
Decide for
Managing
Sir Jello. What do you like? Things to improve? Highlights?
Um, go
Sir
guys.
Jello.
I'll just be taking in the feedback.
Okay, so let's start. So again, congratulations, Sir Jello. Like
Thank you,
among
ma'am.
all my classes, actually, you're the first one who conducted the live demo teaching, and
Okay.
it's understandable, right, about the feeling that you had, but you're able to nail all the assessment activities
Mm.
as well as, of course, your discussions.
I
Let's
wish I
start
could.
with what?
I wish I could do it like face to face, but obviously the pandemic.
Yeah, but this is something that can actually prepare you, right,
Yes, in
for
the
the real
actual,
world. Yeah.
mm, especially
Okay.
in with now.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's start for what the highlights. Okay, great elicitation of students' performance and answer, because from time to time I have seen that you had an active class, right? Given that there are few, but all are very participative, and you also need to thank them because they responded so well,
Yes,
right? To
ma'am.
your
Thanks, guys.
yeah.
You're welcome, Jello.
If the
Okay.
450 stamp isn't real, Jello.
Love you, Jello.
Okay, another thing is you had an amazing reward. I didn't expect the 400. May I ask? Maybe your students also need to know. Is that for real?
Um,
Yes, we are expecting it to be real,
Oh,
Jello.
uh,
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
what happened there, ma'am, is that I was asking them, guys, what reward do you want? Then I think Nico said free food, and I said, okay, sure, why
but
not?
why is that? Why is
uh,
that 450 peso worth
uh,
of
I
food?
He's too
I
generous. No?
I'm too
Ah,
generous,
okay.
ma'am.
Oh, so you were really you really make that real, Sir Jello?
I'd probably lower the amount, but
Ah, okay.
something I'd actually probably do that as if I, but not as high of a price, but something more reasonable, I suppose, like
Okay, okay.
200, 100, that kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, another thing is students were relaxed
Mhm.
during the entire discussion. I think they're more yeah, relaxed than the teacher, if I may say. Yeah, because I know, yeah, I understand the pressure. Another thing, yeah, you had an interactive class. You're also very responsive, right, to all
Mhm.
their concerns. You have a very interactive and active students. What else? Yeah, you even had a mastery of the subject matter,
Mhm.
and that is certainly a student-centered class. I may say it's not always
Mhm.
about you doing the talking, but eliciting their answers and performance. You are also a flexible teacher, I might say, given that you only had three
Mhm.
students, right? Well, it's just a good thing that you had a taker, which is Sir Joshua slash Sir Paulo. Right. So, but I also have note there, right? But I think it may also seem unfair because if you only have three, right,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
they don't have actually, right? Yes, you had a taker, but what if no one would like to be alone, right, in the
Yes.
activity? So I think you also have to consider that. But
Yes, ma'am.
given that you were so flexible in that part, you even adjusted. You didn't stick to your plan A. Well, that's
Yes.
a good thing. Okay, and you even call your students by name, even if you call Sir Joshua Paula. But yeah, you
Yes.
call everybody by their name, and that's a good thing. That's really important, right? For
Yes, ma'am.
the teacher, even for the students, so at least they feel recognized. So these are the things. The next comments will be things that you need to improve,
Yes,
sir,
ma'am.
and it's fine. Okay, we just have to take it
Yes, ma'am.
because yeah, it has something to do with your improvement in the future. So first things first, sir, do not introduce I guess, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm certain I mentioned this during our previous classes, not to introduce your topic right away,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
Given that your objectives may be presented at the beginning, but informing them that okay, we'll talk about no, okay,
Okay.
that's a no no, especially in your final demo teaching. Your observers won't like that.
Okay.
Why? Because your students should be the ones to unravel your topic.
Okay. Okay.
That's why you have a motivational activity, and that's one thing. Later, I'll mention that. Okay. On the reading, yeah, during the reading of the objectives, you were too fast. Maybe okay, just I'll give you the benefit of the doubt that you were thinking of the time limit.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, because that was so fast. I mean, you may even pause for emphasis, at least
Okay.
for things that they really need to accomplish at the end of the discussion. So here's what I'm saying. Don't say motivation. Okay,
Okay.
I said this before, right? Maybe you forgot about this, but yeah, you don't say if I'm not mistaken. Again, you said this is my favorite motivation. You said that. Right,
Okay,
so
I'm sorry,
it's
ma'am.
a no-no. I think I already explained that, right? Because if your students will not be motivated, so it's a shame. Maybe not to you, but to the motivational activity. So you may just start with what's the title again? What's
Uh,
your favorite story? Is
what's
that it?
what's on the slide, ma'am?
What's
Yes.
on the slide? So yeah, we'll play a game or we'll have a mini activity, but
Okay.
don't say motivation.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, another is you have to give appropriate feedback to your students. You did to some, right? But for I think the first student who did receive appropriate feedback was Amos, right? He
Mhm.
didn't receive that. So students really need, affirmation, correction,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
right? And confirmation if their answers were right. Another, yeah, you may also relate one student's answer to another. I think that was Sir Amos and Sir Nico's answers. Yeah, you may even relate the two, not just by simply saying I think you summarize both answers and you only gave subjective summary of their answers, like you're all I mean all of your answers were correct, like that. So instead of just simplifying and summarizing their answers, again, students really need to receive confirmation from the teacher alone. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
so that's important. Another, you may try to reiterate. Okay, this is a good technique. You try to reiterate students' answer, not just
Mhm.
by saying thank you, because I think it said that, but that's fine. But it's better
Mhm.
if you reiterate. So you repeat with emphasis.
Okay.
So
Okay.
students will appreciate that. Sir Jello was, right, actually thinking, he was listening to my answer, and he even appreciated it.
Okay.
Another, yeah, be clearer with your audio or words since you speak fast. So it's
Okay.
okay to speak fast. However, it's also in the performance sheet, right? That you need to deliver a
Be
modulated voice at the same
yes.
time, of course, with emphasis.
Mm-mm.
Okay,
Okay.
another, yeah, avoid verbose text. I think I left that in your PowerPoint. Yeah, avoid verbose text in your slide. So it's
Okay.
better if you use bullet instead of paragraph. It's a
Okay.
no-no to have paragraph, right? Especially if that can be summarized into bullets.
Okay. Okay.
And yeah, just use keywords, but not paragraph. I think
Okay.
that started during, for the content, it's fine because that's your springboard. But
With
I
the
think that was the
instructions.
part when, no, 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 when Amos started to read why, I mean, the function, or what does it
Okay. Okay.
matter, right? The
Okay. Okay.
importance of it. So
Ah, yes, I
I
should
think, yeah, I think that part can
be
be
bullet.
presented in bullet form, yeah,
Yes.
using
Yes.
keywords. And since that was long, you even stopped him from, right, reading, and then you explain. So that's also good, right? You're able to summarize it instead of, because that will really create split attention, right?
Okay.
Because that's a paragraph, and then they're reading. They don't know if they're going to read alone or they're going to listen to you. So let's
Okay.
avoid split attention.
All right.
Okay, another, yeah, you may discuss, yeah, which you did, just like which you did after Amos read the paragraph. Okay, so again, reiterate students' answer. This time it's Nico's answer that you have to reiterate.
Yes.
Okay, as students, if they know examples, yeah, if they know the examples you're giving them, because you mentioned titles of other stories, and it's better if you can check if they know about it. So
Okay.
we're
Okay.
not simply talking about things that we know, but we also, right? We're also aware that we are on the same page. What's the
Yes.
title earlier that you mentioned?
I think it was. I think
Mm-hmm.
it was 1984, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah, something like
1984.
that. So it's better if you can ask them, well, are
If they
you
know.
aware of that? Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, at the same time, I mean, this is the first class, but most of the time, every time I share examples in form of stories, I will always check
Okay.
or ask my students. I mean, in my case, I always ask the
I think that's
students if I already said it, right?
mm,
Because I don't want again to be a broken record for that. So
okay.
it's important that we check. Okay, and yeah, just that. So again,
Okay.
congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am.
Mhm.
I will use
So
the feedback to
yeah, yeah,
improve
yeah.
in
Hmm.
future demos or when I'm actually
Yes, please. Yeah, you
next
may
year.
also, yeah, you may also send to me the final and revised LP.
Okay,
So
thank you.
that will just be my basis for your LP part of the evaluation sheet.
Okay.
Okay. So for the others, how about the others? All of your students will do it.
I don't.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay.
Good
Yeah. No
luck.
problem. Yeah. No problem. Okay. So yeah, that will do. Okay,
Okay.
thank you. Sir Jello, any message to your students?
Uh, Thank you for being cooperative even when last night we had last night because we had a bit of a rather
Breakdown.
breakdown of how I will discuss it. I didn't necessarily ask them a lot. I just
Yeah,
told
because
them,
that's a no-no. I think I said that
yeah,
also, right?
yeah,
Do not preempt them. Do not give them
no,
ideas. That's one thing also I noticed. They were so. What if, right? Your students, your real students, were not that smart like your
yes,
students now, right? Because they were so active, they can respond easily. But in reality, just to give you, right, the reality, the real
mm,
scenario, not all students will be as smart as your students now.
yes,
Okay,
yes, ma'am.
so
I'll take that as a compliment, LP.
yeah, because I mean, what? Yeah, you will really encounter students na.
They wouldn't be
What do we
able
call
to.
it? Nga nga, right? So
Yes,
you will not really get anything from them, but you are so blessed. You have that. You have
yes.
them. Okay.
Mm, I am glad.
Okay.
Mm,
Okay.
uh,
No more. So how about
yes.
the students? Your feedback. Of course, you also evaluated your teacher. May I hear how you presented your objective and subjective feedback?
Go guys, go.
Oh, who will
Uh,
start?
wait.
Bokan.
Amos, go.
Bokan.
I'm
I would
pardon lang.
like to comment. I would like to comment Jealous visual aids. So easy to the eyes.
Are they? Okay. Thank you.
Favorite po, ma'am. to do this live recording po.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that completely. What did he say? He wanted to do it live too? What?
Josh,
No, no, ma'am, no, no.
I thought you wanted to do it live too.
No,
Okay,
ma'am,
thank you. Sir Amos?
Yes, ma'am. I would like to commend Jello because he did a great job. And just like what Nico said, his visual really attracts the eye, but it's not, painful to look at. It's not too vibrant. And I believe that helps set the mood for the class.
Okay, yeah, great. Yeah, he has a uniform layout, right? So that's a good thing also. How about Sir Nico?
Uh, I
Anyone?
already spoke a while ago.
Nabigay na,
Apo, nakapagsagot na po siya.
Really? That's him? Sorry. Maybe he's the first one before Sir Joshua. Okay, can we have our screenshot?
okay, ma'am.
Oh,
I'll just
yeah.
stop sharing my screen naman.
Yes.
Okay.
Mukhang whistleblower si Nico.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I mean, I can even see your face. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay. Thank you so much for your help. Right.
Thank you,
Thank you
ma'am.
also, Sir Jello, and congratulations. God
Okay,
bless you all.
Thank you,
Thank you,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye po.